Welcome to Beam Foam Gaming. This is our review of
Drunken Fist. A total jak kraty BTM.
It was developed by DEKLAZON and published by
East Asia Soft.
It was released last December 23rd for a price of $7.99, and this one packs a mature ESRB rating. So look out, mama!
What? You will never get this. You will never get this. La 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 la.
Drunken Fist is a game that really doesn't fit into any standardized category. Taking elements from street brawler games like Streets of Rage and Yakuza, then instead of having a precise control scheme to crush your opponents, add some awkward ragdoll-style controls like that of Octodad, Manual Samuel, or Totally Accurate Battle Simulator, also known as Tabs. It makes it extremely difficult just to stand up straight, much less fight a group of street thugs. Gameplay basically speaks for itself, as the game just drops you into a street with no backstory, a real idea of why you're even there. Does this guy have to fight his way through brutal streets to find his way back home to his family after all these years of separation? How about a girl? Is there a princess in trouble that needs to be saved in a castle somewhere? The publisher, East Asia Soft, attempts to explain it as this.
Street fights have never been funnier. Drunken Fist is a physics-based brawler that never takes itself too seriously. Take the role of a drunk guy as he looks for food and collects booze across 7 challenging stages. Along the way, you'll cross paths with jocks, hipsters, punks and a motley bunch of other enemy types, each with their own unique combat styles. Hilariously simulating the feel of a drunken fight in dynamic 3D physics, the blows fly past, you constantly fall down and behave ridiculously. Will our inebriated hero ever get home?
So I guess he is trying to get home after all. Whatever, the why really never matters in these street brawlers anyway. What does matter is being a bad dude!
Bad dude.
With no shirt, bulging muscles, and... Wait a minute, this dweeb on the screen ain't got none of that! What kind of game is this? Like Bum Fighter 2000?
Yeah, kinda looking like a virtual fighter.
Yep, that about sums it up. Okay, so the graphical style isn't gonna win any awards. What about the sound design? Are you serious right now? This is the first time in any of my reviews I'm just not even gonna mention the soundtrack, as who would probably be asked to leave YouTube due to the level of vulgarity. Was this even created for this game? With 7 small stages to stumble through, searching for drinks and discarded burgers, I get the initial draw of playing this hilarious game. It reminded me a lot of when Goat Simulator was all the rage. The problem is, Goat Simulator was developed as more of a joke and prototype, proof of concept, for its over-the-top ragdoll physics, and was pushed into publishing just due to the hilarity of its gameplay and physics. Missions and activities were built into the game, which gave it breadth and purpose. Drunken Fist retains the sloppy control scheme, but misses the punch by only having one objective in each level. Let's not forget, Goat Simulator was originally released in 2014. 1, 2, 3, 4... which gave DEKLAZON a 7-year window to think of improvements. Each level begins with a list of objectives to complete before staggering your way home. The variety of enemies and attack patterns are varied, but repeatable and rather forgettable. The all-time video game trope of eating hamburgers to refill your health makes its appearance, and I'll have to say they did an interesting variant of a level timer in the form of a bottle of bubbly man soda scattered throughout the map. This refills your green bar timer, but over time also fills your yellow gee whiz bar. Do not let this yellow bar fill up or you'll soil your pants. Instead, you can use it like an oil slick trap for your opponents and let them slip and fall, giving you the upper hand.
Ew, yucky.
The fighting style goes a bit beyond the typical kick punch and flying kick punch found in most street brawlers. with the added fight moves that can actually be rather helpful if you've got the patience to master them. The fighting, although frustrating, is a basic mix of pure chaos and comedy. Think of Human Fall Flat as a fighter. Your movements are typically over-exaggerated and you'll probably miss most of your attempted blows before you get the hang of it. Drunken Fist is an over-the-top, outrageous look at one man's struggle to find his way home through a continual interruptions with punks, hipsters, jocks, police, and more. I believe they only really scratch the surface as to what this game could or should have been. The repeated objectives from level to level hinder the overall replay and entertainment value. The game could easily add some variance to the level objectives and add some friendly or at least neutral NPCs that even implement a New Game Plus for a sort of sense of replay value. What we've been given is a short sub-1 hour completion for about $8. Overall, the game feels incomplete and unfulfilled. I laughed a lot and enjoyed my playthrough, even enough to choose to review it on my channel, so that says something. But I can honestly say I will not be returning to this game anytime in the near future.
Is it fun to play?
Oh yeah! I imagine most players will smile or at least laugh out loud within the first 60 seconds of gameplay. I'm sure my kids would have loved to try and control this hilarious ragdoll of a character as they loved gang beasts, but due to the subject matter, I'm not letting them within 10 feet of it. Or they might slip and fall on the yellow whiz.
Ew, yucky.
Nice!
Is it difficult?
Not at all. Most achievement and trophy hunters already have this one pegged as an easy completion.
Does it get 5 out of 5 beans?
Not at all. Drunken Fist, you're drunk. Go home with your 1.5 beans out of 5. Oh boy. Well, that's it for this week. Y'all stay safe out there. And we'll see y'all next week, where we will be covering Escape from Life Incorporated.
Still a 5 minute life.